Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 24th of April 1973. At this time, are all of you stable in the form of being Master Almighty authorities? Can you stabilize yourself in your perfect form in 1 second? Have you practiced this spiritual drill? Are you able to stabilize yourself in whatever stage you want? Have you developed the practice of being able to stabilize yourself for as long as you want, at the time you want? Or do the situations created by matter still attract you towards themselves a little? Do the remaining karmic accounts of the body, that is, do the situations in the form of the suffering of the karma which still remains, pull you? When even this attraction is finished, it is called being a complete destroyer of attachment. Anything for which you have love or attachment will pull you towards itself again and again. No circumstances of the body or the bodily world can make your stage fluctuate. This stage has been remembered. The memorial of Angad is the previous kalpa, is the memorial of the complete stage. Has your stage become such that the foot of your intellect cannot be shaken by any circumstance created by matter? This is your aim, is it not? Even now, there is still difference between your aim and your qualifications. There is a difference between the memorial of the previous kalpa and the practical life of the present time. In order to make intense effort to remove this difference, what is the yukti required? Since you know the yuktis, why is there a difference? Do you not have any eyes? Or is it that you have the eyes but that you do not have the specialty of being able to use those eyes at the right time? Is there as much greatness visible as there are specialities? Do you know the reason for the lack of greatness? Although you even constantly speak of this man belief, you do not have depth and subtlety in this belief. When there is when there is that depth and subtlety, there can be the stage of being brave. To be brave means to be great. So what aspect is lacking? That of the depth and subtlety. Anything that is fine can be merged into anything. Without this refinement, you cannot make anything become merged as you would wish. The more profound and refined something is, the more accepted it is. It is powerful to that extent. So ask yourself, what is the first belief or what is the most elevated belief out of all beliefs? Shrimat is your belief. So what is the first belief? To forget everything including the body. Renounce it or forget it. To forget it is also to renounce it. Even whilst it is with you, if you have forgotten it, it is as though you have renounced it. To forget it means to renounce it. For instance, you challenge the sannyasis saying that they have not renounced anything. They say that they have left their home and family, but in fact they have not renounced them because they haven't forgotten them. In the same way, if according to the circumstances you have externally renounced something, that is, moved away from it, but you haven't forgotten it with your mind, would you say that you have renounced it? Here, what does it mean to renounce? To forget with the mind. You have forgotten everything with the mind, and have you not? So, have you renounced it, or will you renounce it now? If even now you say that you still need to have renunciation, then instead of being in the list of those who have had renunciation over a long period of time, you come into the list of those who have had renunciation just recently. The time, the date, and moment are recorded with Bapdada and within the drama of all those who have had renunciation with their mind, that is, those who have renounced the bondages of the body and bodily relations in 1 second. Nowadays, astrologers, those who have the knowledge of astrology, create your future horoscope according to the date and time of your birth. On the basis of the knowledge they have had and according to their capacity. Their basis is also the date, the time, and the stage. They look at the circumstances in which you were born. Here you look at the stage at that time. What stage did you have when you took birth? The future reward of each one is based on this stage. So, whilst knowing all these three, the date, the time, and the stage, you can also know for yourself your reward of the conference age, the future age or future stage of the conference age, and the reward of your future births. Each aspect is connected with attainment and your practical life. This is the eye to know your own future. Through these, each of you can know your number in your final stage. Fortune tellers can tell the horoscope of others just by studying the lines on their hand. In the same way, because of being Master Trikaldarshi, Trinetri, and the embodiment of knowledge, that is Master Knowledgeful in your life of having dead alive, with the lines of your practical actions performed and the subtle lines of thoughts. If you were to put your thoughts into an image, what would that image be? On the basis of the lines of your thoughts and on the basis of the lines of your actions, can you know your horoscope? That is, are the lines of your thoughts straight? That is, are they clear? Firstly, check that you have spent a lot period of time according to Shrimad. In terms of your stage and in terms of relationships with others, this is what it means to see the time. The time, that is, the moment also has a great impact on the horoscope. So here also this has a connection with a long period of time. A long period of time does not mean a long time in terms of physical dates or many years, but from the moment you took birth, the result. From the moment you took birth, there should be this deep love over a long period of time. The account of the extent to which each one is accurate in every subject will be accumulated. For instance, someone may have been on the path of knowledge for 35 years but has not spent a lot of time in terms of success in his efforts. There would not then be counted as a long period of time. But if instead of 35 years, someone has been on this path for 15 years and has had success and effort for those 15 years, then that would be counted as a long period of time. So that is the basis of time, is it not? Those who remain absorbed in deep love over a long period of time receive a reward for a long period of time. Those who have temporary success only receive a temporary reward. That is, out of the 21 births, they receive a reward in only a few births. The rest would be an ordinary reward. This is why the astrologers give a lot of importance to the time. You should be free from obstacles or a long period of time. That is, the line of action should be clear. Your horoscope is based on this. In the lines on your hand, if the line is broken every so often, then your fortune is not said to be so elevated, or you are not said to have a long lifespan. In the same way, if the line of the intellect is constantly being broken or is not clear because of obstacles every now and again, then you cannot claim a big reward. Now, will you be able to know yourself as to what your horoscope is? What status is fixed as an attainment for you? People even see the omens in the horoscope. When there are the omens of Jupiter, do they remain for a long period of time, or do the omens keep on changing again and again? Maybe there are sometimes the omens of Jupiter, sometimes the omens of Saturn. If they keep changing again and again, that is, if you are not free from obstacles, then you cannot claim the reward of a kingdom that is free from obstacles. So check these omens to see what omens you have had from the beginning until now. People look at the zodiac sign of their horoscope. What are the zodiac signs here? Here you have 3 zodiac signs. One is that of a Maharathi, the second is of the cavalry, and the third is the infantry. From these 3, look at your own horoscope and see if you have had the sign of being a Maharathi, the cavalry, or the infantry from the beginning. That is, from the moment you took birth, you can know your horoscope on the basis of your zodiac sign. Become a master Trikaldarshi and check your own horoscope and look at your future. You can change your sign, the omens and the lines. After recognizing them, after checking them, are you then going to adopt the means to change? People show many means in the worldly knowledge also. Here you know the means, do you not? So, with these means, attain complete success. Do you understand? To such souls who attain success through an intellect that is the embodiment of knowledge, to those who reveal the perfect form through their life in a visible way, to the Mahavirs who constantly overcome the external situation through their original stage, Babdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Acha. Class conducted in Madhuban. Become one who is faithful to the husband and the father, and the blessings from Bab Dada will continue to protect you. Of course, it is Baba's wonder, but it is also the wonder of Bab Dada's blessing. Do not just keep a note of the blessings received in your diary, but use them. The more you use knowledge and yoga, the more you become a Jnani and Yogi soul. Use knowledge in every thought and every action. By using knowledge in your thoughts, they become pure and elevated. By churning whatever you listen to, by keeping it in your mind, your thoughts become pure and elevated. Then, by going into the depth of yoga, you forge all relationships with Baba. The more you go into the depth of yoga, the more you experience the power of the sweetness of all relationships. Mother, father, friend, Lord, Sadguru, beloved, surgeon, and child. We are his children and he is our child. It is a wonder. It is said that Sati Anusuya met Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, her children. Who is that Sati and Anusuya? We mothers. These three are our children. This awareness also gives us so much happiness. Not only have we received the knowledge of these three, but we know them and we have experienced them. Baba gave us birth through the mouth of Sakar Brahma, just as Sakar Brahma became perfect. In the same way, he tells us to become perfect like he is and to remain bodiless like Shankar. In order to go into the golden aged kingdom, like Vishnu, be a self-sovereign. This knowledge is making our life for us. This knowledge is making our life for us. Our life is created by knowledge, and we can also tell from our experience and reasoning what our many future births will be like. We will be so sensible. In order to rule a kingdom, you need godly power. Without God's power, you cannot become worthy of ruling the kingdom of Satyug. The more you have a soul conscious stage, the more you become worthy of drawing power from the Father. The same happens with virtues. There should not be anything lacking. We have a soul conscious stage. We imbibe the divine virtues and observe the disciplines of the Brahmin code of conduct. Then, just as Baba does not forget us, we too cannot forget Baba. We get this response from within. Can Baba forget us? Never. Baba remembers us. Baba has selected us from hundreds of thousands of souls. Here, remember that we are the souls of the previous Kalpa, and this is why He has selected us. Then, He also observes very clearly what effort each one is making. So, let me make such effort that His vision falls on me. We cannot remain hidden from Baba's vision, and He cannot remain hidden from our vision. Just as Baba says, "Yes, my Lord," in the same way, we also have to accept what Baba says and say, "Yes, my Lord." The moment Baba calls the child should respond, "Yes, Baba." Whenever Baba asks for any task to be carried out, your mind should not raise question about that. He knows where I am needed at any particular moment. Claim a place for yourself in Baba's heart, then you easily receive power to merge everything in your heart. Then we are able to have a place for one Baba alone in our heart. The intellect is then never pulled elsewhere, because those who are faithful to the one husband in this way, in Bharat, they remain faithful to the husband and the father. Both these are very well known. In order to be worthy, I constantly need their blessings, and these blessings protect us through our whole life. One who is faithful to her husband is one who has taken the firm oath to belong to none other than the one. Her vision is never attracted anywhere else, neither to other people nor to objects. You should also have the experience of being Baba's companion, and then you also need to have the wisdom to observe everything as a detached observer. He is always with you in every relationship in order to play and observe very every part in the drama. Baba says, just as I play my part as the detached observer, you too should play your part with detachment. Constantly apply a bindi, a full stop, and become a hero and a zero. It is very simple. But if we remember the three bindis, then our life becomes as valuable as a diamond and we become hero actors. The value of our life increases, many virtues are very useful to us, and then we start performing actions that inspire others. Just as Baba performs actions to demonstrate to us, in the same way we should inspire others through our actions. For this, we should continue to increase the value of our life. There should not be the slightest flaw within the self. Here you have been told the method to remove those flaws. Flaws in physical diamonds cannot be removed. But here, by belonging to God, the attainment we receive from Him and the relationship with Him makes us flawless. You have to look at yourself with your third eye. Am I a good diamond? I know that Baba does not like just anything. In order to make someone happy, he will say, yes, you are very good, so that the soul does not become disheartened or lose hope. But to whom would he tell from his heart? Those who make their life very good and become a good actor. To him, we are the elevated, worship worthy souls and the elevated worshippers. We are not ordinary, we should have a deep relationship with the Father and perform good actions and have many virtues and constantly remain content. Am I as content as Baba sees me in the form of a jewel of contentment? We can only remain content when we have one Baba in our awareness and experience the happiness from the treasures we receive from Baba. Let me continue to see the specialties of everyone in the godly family. By having a loving relationship with everyone, I remain content, and Baba also remains content. To remain content at the confluence stage is also a great fortune, a kingdom. Those who experience something to be lacking in their relationship and attainment from Baba cannot experience that much happiness. Those who have the thought that they should receive what someone else has are beggars. You should just look at your own fortune and your own actions. You have got hold of God's hand. Since God is holding my hand and I am holding his hand, then why should I cast my vision on someone else's fortune? The hand of God, the bestower of fortune, is in my hand. Then there are never any other thoughts or worries. I have the power of the blessings received from the bestower of fortune. I also have a lot of fruit, and this can never be forgotten. I constantly remember that my fortune is in God's hand. The hand of the bestower of fortune is in my hand. This awareness remains easily and naturally. I do not have to I do not have to make effort for it. In order to understand Baba's signals, I have to make my intellect very refined and clean so that I am able to understand everything without having to speak a lot. Let me become one with such quality. Let me be the type of soul that Baba likes and remain present in front of him, and I will continue to receive limitless happiness from him.